Hey, everybody. Welcome
Hi.
back.
Welcome back.
Welcome to Home on the RNG.
AKA the Butt Implant Power Hour.
Absolutely, as it's always been known. I'm Jeff. That's Russ. Say hello, Russ.
Hello. Welcome.
Over there's Chris.
I'm a Chris Steak.
He is a Chris Steak.
Chris Steak. Yeah, that's so much better than Russ Steak. My life is just a mess.
And we are here today to talk about a rare experience where I have played the game before and Russ hadn't.
Yeah, that's true. Has this ever happened?
Once or twice, but it's
Okay.
very unusual.
Yeah.
We are here to talk about Mega Man Battle Network 1.
We are.
So without further ado, let's dive right into personal history. I'm a pretty big Mega Man fan, actually. I have been since my parents got me Mega Man 2 for Easter one year. I don't know why they skipped straight to 2 instead of 1, but I'm glad they did, since 2 is a way better game. I've played through and beaten all of the original series and all of the X series many times. And about 12 years ago, I thought, well, let me try this Battle Network thing people talk about. And I played the first 2 back to back, then got distracted by something shiny and never came back. But
There's a million of them.
I think there's 6 of them.
You let those two and they just bred like rabbits.
Yeah. The series eventually does like a Pokemon thing where I think either starting with 3 or after 3, there's 2 versions of each numbered entry with differences. I don't know what all the differences are. So Home on the RNG is going to be a great excuse for me to play through the whole series, and Russ and I can pick different versions of the game and compare notes.
Yeah. This was,
Russ?
I don't have a personal history with this game specifically or with Mega Man. I played Mega Man, rented it from the video store when I was a kid, and it played nothing like Super Mario Brothers. And I was like, Super Mario Brothers is how a video game is supposed to be played. And so
Gamer opinions.
when Mega Man did not play like that, I'm like, we're taking this back, and I'm never
No wonder you hate all JRPGs.
doing anything with this
There's
ever
no
again.
Italians. There's no plumbers.
Yeah.
There's no
Well,
jumping.
Unless there's Mario. He's in there.
Oh yeah,
there's
he's got a
some
handful.
Mario. But yeah, and I just have totally skipped Mega Man. So I'm just like, I don't know. I think he's called Rockman in Japan. I know that.
Because in the original Japanese, the names are all music puns.
Like rock and roll.
His
Because
sister
Robot
is
Sister's
Roll.
Yeah.
His older half brother is Blues. Here
Which,
he's Proto Man.
Very funny that before Mega Man 3 actually came out, some of the magazine coverages, like I guess there was like this prototype or demo where his English name was going to be Bruce.
Now, I would have been on board for Bruce.
I'm Mega Man, and here's my brother, Bruce.
So, Chris, what's your personal history with Battle Network?
Well, in Mega Man in general, I've been a huge fan ever since I got a copy of Mega Man 3, although my cousin had a copy of Mega Man 2 at the same time, and he also got Mega Man 1, so I was like playing them, all the 1, 2, and 3, and then 4 came out, etc. Like, I kept up with the series pretty well. I dropped off in the Super Nintendo era, so I didn't get to play 7, and I didn't play 8. I was playing some of the X games, but I stopped there at 3. So I kind of dropped off on Mega Man. I really got into Mega Man Legends when that came out, and I was like, dang, Mega Man would make a pretty decent RPG if it weren't for all this dang action. And, as you know, Mega Man Legends is hard to play nowadays.
Yeah.
But I love the story. I love Mega Man having a story. And so, like, when Mega Man Battle Network came out on the Game Boy Advance, I was playing, like, everything on GBA because I was, like, really, really fond of it. And it was, like, the only new system I was really keeping up with. So, yeah, I snagged it as soon as it came out, or as soon as I came across a copy, which would have been a little while after it came out. And I played almost all the way through it. I got stuck on one boss and then stopped playing it and never played it again until I was told we had to review this, and so I started getting again. Although I did pick up the Switch Battle Network collection. So.
Oh, which is excellent. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to playing through it some more, but yeah, it's I played and dropped off this one.
So the game was developed and released by Capcom in 2001 for the Game Boy Advance. It takes around, the internet says it takes around 15 hours to beat, but my second playthrough of this game that I did for this review, I did it in about half that time.
Yeah, 15 seems
long.
long.
Well,
for this.
you can really lose yourself in chip collecting.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
And
it has to be
optional
that.
bosses, and there's a whole after the boss dungeon area. Anyway,
I mean, one of my favorite things about this was that it was short.
quick, yeah.
This is a quick play.
So let's go ahead and dive into story and characters. The notes are back, baby. In the not too distant future, next Sunday, AD, people use AI avatars to explore computers and networks, and one evil organization led by Dr. Wily is determined to conquer it all. But he didn't count on a fifth-grade boy trying to stop his evil world-spanning organization.
I mean, no one ever does.
Yeah, no, that was really his downfall.
Usually a fifth-grade boy is like the last of your considerations when you're trying to take over the world.
And yet, it really should have been planned for here. Wily is actually the only human character from the other Mega Man series that shows up here. Admittedly, there's not a lot of human characters in the Mega Man franchise.
There's that one weird guy who's obsessed with Guts, man.
Well, yeah, no, in this game, yeah. So what they did, a lot of the robots from the various Mega Man series are here as net navies, which are redesigned robot masters, including Roll and Proto Man and several others.
Wouldn't it be so cool if, like, this is how the internet actually worked? Like, you created your own little... I mean, society's going to crumble before we get this.
Yeah.
True.
But I just think it would be very cool to create my own little avatar, and then you actually, like, get to run around.
It's super fun in the game because you're walking around. It's like, oh, there's a TV over there. Let me inspect it. Oh, it has a login jack. Jack in! Yeah. And then Mega Man's running around inside the TV. Yeah.
It's so funny that in 2001 I was watching this, like, jack into the TV. TVs can't use the internet. Stoves can't use the internet.
Yeah, exactly.
Sucker.
Appliances and electronics and the internet are two completely different things.
Your refrigerator is not spying on everything that you say and sending it to the government.
Yeah, I was. Turns out the only thing that is true, or the only thing that I knew back then and is true now, is that AI sucks.
Yep.
The game is set up kind of like a TV series. There's kind of an episodic feel to it, as one after another, Wily sends henchmen in to disrupt AC/DC town where you live.
I also love living in AC/DC town.
It seems to be the center of the universe because his entire plan seems to revolve around conquering this one very tiny town.
Yeah, it's like 5 houses.
In AC/DC town, where you go to school, instead of saluting the flag, they salute those who are about to rock.
God. Oh, dear.
Who are about to rock, man.
Oh.
I had to do a look there at everyone else.
Yeah.
So the first example you get is people are reporting that their stoves are suddenly just blowing up. Mm-hmm. And you encounter a man who comes into your house to, like, inspect your appliances, and he puts a virus in your stove. And so you have to jack into the stove and have Mega Man run around the stove level fighting these random encounters until he gets to Fireman and beats him.
It sounds insane when you're talking about it, but it is quite fun.
And quite well established in the 90s, because we had, like, that one Power Rangers knockoff, Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad, which they were all about fighting kaiju in the internet.
I mean, VR Troopers.
Yeah. We were, as children, very well prepared for this.
This is what the future will be.
Okay, but the plot twist at the end of what your net navi is bonkers.
Yeah.
It is. Well, I don't even know that it's worth sharing here, because if what I just said sounds ridiculous, trying to share why your net navi is special compared to all the others is utterly insane. So, and I don't tend to share spoilers unless I feel like it's necessary to really talk about the game. And in this case, it's not. It's just real bonkers.
Yeah.
So those who have, if you know, you know. So it's the story of a 5th grade school kid who has several friends that he will like battle with and train with, who single-handedly saves the world from an evil organization bent on destroying the internet because Wily, I don't know, somebody at a conference once walked past him without saying hi, and he's pissed off about it.
That's on brand for
Yeah.
Dr. Wily.
It's very JRPG too. Like it surprisingly slots right in.
He's also extremely old. Like they gave him these liver spots on his face. They make him look like he's 90. You control Lan, a young boy who always wears roller skates all the time. So he's always just skating around.
Like Cardcaptor Sakura.
Yeah.
I like his little friend, the little angry girl.
Yeah, she's
Oh,
great.
What was
yeah.
her name? That she's just mad all the time.
Is that May?
May, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it's May. Yeah.
Yes, she is just perpetually angry. No, all of the characters are very cute. There's a lot of whimsy to the characters. One of your like frenemy is this fat kid who has the Gutsman net navi, and he's just constantly like, Gutsman will take care of this. Why don't you fight Gutsman? See, you can't beat my guy. You beat him again.
I think that that kid represents whoever decided in the original Mega Man series through 7 and 8 that both Dr. Light and Dr. Wily are obsessed with Gutsman, because Dr. Light created him because he's in the plot of the original game. He keeps coming back. In 2, he comes back as Guts Tank. He looks like the final boss of Mega Man 3. And like there's like this place you go in Mega Man 7 where it's just copies of Gutsman hanging from the walls and stuff. Just ready to go, and you have to refight him, and then he like turns into other things and stuff. It's like, yeah, there's just like so much Gutsman.
And of course, he was a main antagonist in the Ruby Spears animated series, which I'm also a fan of. I love that growing up.
That was a fun show. I wonder if that's the first. What's that guy's name? The guy that Gutsman is like fashioned after.
Oh yes. God, he's the star of M. He's got the wheedly voice. Why can't I think of this? He's got the bug eyes. When he looks shocked in a movie, he is the most shocked looking person on the planet.
Peter Lorre.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
was never going to get
I was
there.
on the edge of my seat.
Cutman was a Peter
Cutman
Lorre
sounds
impression.
like Peter Lorre, yeah.
And then Gutsman was like the Hardy to his, Laurel.
But so the story and characters are pretty light. Like the characters are fun and whimsical. The story, Mega Man stories are never particularly strong, right? It is evil scientist, usually Dr. Wily. In the case of the X series, Sigma wants to destroy the world. Mega Man stops him by taking out enemy robot masters one at a time.
I mean,
now
I
I've
would
got
like
your
to know
power.
why people are even creating robots that can just like shoot snakes. Like what's
because the
like,
snakes
what
were
is
used
the-
for reconnaissance. So like you could send the snake robots into hard to reach places, and it could go through tunnels and everything, and they could see what was wrong and report back. Oh, hey, the oil pipeline broke right here.
It still seems like a recipe for disaster to just have like a
Every time.
humanoid android.
I think
Only
it's
if there's a Dr. Wily.
I'm going to shoot robotic
Speaking-
snakes out of my hand.
Speaking of oil, it's very funny to me that by Mega Man 6, you had Flame Man, who was in charge of the oil fields. That seems like a bad combo.
Yeah, that is a improper choice.
Yeah, it seems like that's not the good choice to make.
Yeah, again, story, never really the strong focus of a Mega Man game. Let's just set it up and knock them down.
And what is Sheep Man supposed to do exactly?
I would have to Google that one. I don't know that one off the top of my head. They come up with some nonsense explanations for all of them. But let's move into something that is really, I think, very interesting, which is the combat system.
Yeah, combat. This is what makes the game fun.
Well, then, Russ, why
It's
don't you
garbage other than this. I'm just kidding.
why don't you take the lead? Tell me about the combat
the combat
system.
system is so much fun. So it's on a grid. It's like grid based. you start out with Mega Man is on one side, the enemies are on the other side, and each of you have like a, what is it, 9 or 3x3 grid.
It's a 3x18 grid. Each of you have 9 squares.
It has 9 squares. But the enemy can like take squares from you, or you can take squares from the enemy, and it's all based on these like chips, these like equipable chips that you have. So all of your attacks and special moves and like what attacks you do are based on what chips you equip at the beginning of the battle, which are random, but not in like a frustrating way.
So you have 30 of them that you can have basically equipped at any time, and then it randomly pulls from that 30.
Right. And then you get special effects if you have like 2 of the same chip, or if you have, because they have like little, is it like letters or numbers?
They have letters to indicate the type, I guess.
Yeah, and it's like if you have the same type, you can get like bonuses to the amount of damage you do, or like the kind of damage you do, or if they're just like this literal duplicate of the same chip. And then and it's kind of Final Fantasy ATB, where you're just kind of like waiting for your meter to fill up to take your next turn, but then the enemies are like attacking you as that's happening.
And while you're waiting, so yeah, your meter fills up, and when the meter fills up, then you get the next draw of chips. Yeah. But while that meter's filling up, you're not powerless. You can move around and you can shoot your blaster, which is very weak compared to your chips. But, you can upgrade your blaster over time, so it's rapid fire, or so it charges, or so it does more damage. So you can always move around and fight, even when you don't have the chips.
And the thing that is fun is that every battle is kind of like a little puzzle to solve, based on like what chips it draws for you, and then what enemies you're up against, and like learning what the enemies do. Like, this enemy will attack in a straight line, so I need to get out of its way if it's attacking. Or like, this enemy will attack all 3 of these squares in the back row, or whatever, so I need to stay out of the back row. Then you can lose squares. Squares can drop off of the little grid that you're playing on. It's a really fun, it's strategy, but it's also like fast paced, because you're always just having to move around the grid.
So yeah, it gives you those. So it randomly pulls 5 chips out of 30 for you to pick from, and then you get to pick from those which ones to equip on Mega Man right now in this fight. But you can't just pick all 5. You either have to, like Russ said, match the types. So any A chips, you can pick all the A chips. Yeah. Or if they have the same name, like this is a cannon, this is a cannon, this is a cannon, doesn't matter if the type doesn't match, you can pick all the cannons. But you can't do both.
Right.
So you also have the option to say, you know what, don't give me chips. And you wait another 15 seconds or so for the meter to fill up, and then you'll get 10 to pick from.
Yeah.
And you can do it one more time to have 15 to pick from.
Chips. It reminds me of Baten Kaitos.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
Very bad.
It's like Baten Kaitos with kind of if it was kind of an action battle system.
If you had to like move around the battlefield while doing
exactly,
your thing. Yeah.
And Baten Kaitos is great.
Oh,
and
yeah.
The battle system
Fantastic
is fantastic. So
you also get all your health back after each battle, except for in one particular dungeon where the game, in no uncertain terms, warns you that that mechanic is about to happen, that the damage you take will be consistent and you won't heal. But other than that, like Russ says, it's puzzle battling almost.
It is.
Because all you got to do is survive this battle, and then you start the next one fresh as a daisy.
Daisy Man.
Daisy Man.
See, what would he do? Pick daisies?
He would pollinate flowers, obviously.
There's Plant Man in Mega Man 6, which
there's Centaur Man. What is Centaur Man doing?
He has the ability to freeze time. I do not understand Centaur Man at all.
His level is an underwater level.
Centaur Man would be a robot for adults if it was real.
I believe Centaur Man, they started doing design a robot contests for each Mega Man game where kids would submit designs.
No, I know. He
did that from the second game.
Yeah. So Centaur Man was a winner.
Him and No, there was Nightman.
Nightman was the winner.
One.
Yeah.
Centaur Man. I think Centaur Man was one.
No, it was Nightman was a U.S. design that was a Nintendo Power Contest winner, and Windman is Canadian.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know he was Canadian. Okay.
You can also do certain combinations of chips that will merge into like a mega special power or a mega special attack. And there are NPCs that try to like help guide you as to how to do this. Oh, if you get this kind and this kind and this kind in that order. I've never messed with that, but it's there. The thing is, the chip collecting, there's a lot to the chip collecting.
Yeah.
And the game wanted me to care about it way more than I did. I was just having a good time.
You can, and I like that you can just have a good time with it, or you can get like super obsessed about it if you wanted to. I did constantly just have to keep reorganizing my list of chips.
Yeah.
It was just, I'm the player who's like, I'm playing Final Fantasy V for the 30th time, and every time I open the menu screen, I'm sorting it.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
so think about all the chips in this game.
and I will say that also like Bat and Kaitos is that it also has all these like systems and rules and like elemental things, and like there's all this stuff that you can consider for your build, but if you just keep throwing cards at enemies and kind of lucking out and healing periodically, you'll get there.
You can just be good at the game, and you don't have to min-max the mechanics.
Yeah.
After each combat, you get a ranking as to how well you fought. It's how quick you were in the combat, how much damage you took, how much damage you dealt, that sort of thing. The scale goes 1 through 10 or S. And the higher your rank, the better the odds of you getting an enemy as a data chip to add to your set. You get their ability, their skill, or whatever they do as a chip instead of just zennies, which is the money.
Is Zinnies the money in all Mega Man?
Most Mega Man games don't have currency.
Starting in Mega Man Legend.
Yeah. Okay. Mega Man Legend had currency, but like the original series and X...
Maybe 7.
7 has bolts.
A bolt, you're right. Yeah.
It's not called zennies.
Isn't Zinni also the currency in Breath of Fire?
I think you're right.
I think that just might be Capcom's currency.
Yeah.
Isn't it Gald in the first game? I forget which one has Gald.
No, the
that's
Trail series has...
That's Tails. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Tales of Fantasia
Tails
has Gald.
Gold. Yeah.
I forget what it is in Breath of Fire past like 2. Maybe it's Zenny. I actually just this week...
I really think it's Zinni, and I think that's like a Capcom thing.
I this week actually just bought the final 2 Breath of Fire games, so now I can play the whole series if I want to.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think we've only got one more to go, really. Oh, I guess there's... Because we've done 1 through 3. There's 4, and then there's, Dragon Quarter?
We've done 4,
Dragon
though,
Quarter,
right?
yeah.
No, we haven't done 4 yet.
Did 3.
We did do 3.
We've done 1 through 3.
So we have 4 and Dragon Quarter.
I was there for 2 and 3, but not 1, I think. No, was I there? I was there for 1.
I feel like you've been here forever, man. I can't remember the ones you haven't been here for.
I sleep here, man.
I always think
I've been meaning to talk to you about that.
I listen to other podcasts and they'll be like, I don't remember what we've covered on this show. And I'm like, how can you not remember? Well, I don't remember what we've done on this show. Like, I don't know. I remember Great Greed.
Mm-hmm. That was our first one.
And I remember I teared up a little in the Chrono Trigger one.
Oh.
Well, yeah. Luca's mom's get you every time.
Luca's mom took me to emotional places.
I loves her.
This is about Mega Man.
Yeah. Are there any other parts of the combat we want to... It's a fun system.
It's a very fun system. I was expecting to pick up this game and play like 20 minutes of it and then be like, okay, I can
listen to Jeff talk,
fudge my way through this and then listen to Jeff talk. But then I ended up actually beating it because it's short and it's like fun and addictive. So,
yeah, it is fun.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead. I have so many notes for innovations. Actually, I had a lot for combat system too. I'm sitting here checking stuff off today. But let's move into innovations. So, in keeping with the tradition of Mega Man games, because the main Mega Man mechanic is you beat an enemy, you get their power, you use their power to beat the next enemy.
Now I've got your power.
Exactly. This game gives you the opportunity to re-encounter bosses multiple times. So, the first time you beat a boss that's clearing a dungeon or whatever...
Or the kid sending Guts Man after you.
Yeah, or you can repeatedly battle with your friends... You're basically encountering levels of this boss, or you'll encounter their ghost in the internet. So the first time you beat a boss, you just beat the boss. You don't get anything. You get some money. You get zennies, and the story moves on. The second and third times you meet a boss, They are more powerful, they have more health, and beating them will get you a special summon chip for that boss. You can only have a certain number of summon chips equipped at any time, but the chips for the second and the third level obviously have different strengths. Roll is a good example. Your female friend has Roll. You don't fight Roll because Roll is just a healer, but she will just give you Roll chips as the story goes on, as you talk to her. And the more powerful the chip, the better it heals you in combat. There are lots of people that you have friendly battles with to learn their abilities. Sharkman. Mm-hmm. There's a woman who sells sushi, and she has a net navy called Sharkman, and she'll let you fight Sharkman if you want, or Woodman. I
wish I could go to the fish market and challenge the old woman selling me my cod to a battle with her Sharkman.
I mean, you can. You'll get arrested.
Yeah, I know.
So
I'm going to get arrested just for existing pretty soon. So.
True story. So you really want to encounter these bosses multiple times so you can get their summons, because they are some of the best attacks in the game, which is why they cap how many you can have at any one time, because they are very powerful. All of the dungeons in the games are labyrinths.
Yeah. Which is my probably least favorite thing. Sometimes I'm like, give me like a tree to look at or something.
They do at least generally have different mechanics and gimmicks to them that keep it interesting. The one I really struggle with is the main internet hub, which is a massive sprawling dungeon that connects to all parts of the world that you unlock piece by piece. It's a lot, and if you don't have a map of it, it's very easy to get lost.
Yeah.
Because the internet hub is like 11 screens of just passages that pass over each other and under each other.
You're really just describing the internet. Like, it's really easy to get lost.
Well, yeah, they basically recreated the internet in a game.
And like 9/11 truthers are around every corner.
You don't have to explore all of the internet hub to beat the game, though. Yeah. Like, I found a maps online, which was awesome. Because it even marked where the ghosts of old bosses were hiding, so you could go and track them down. And then after you beat the game, you can reload your game, run, and it'll reload it. Hopefully, if you remembered to save it before the final boss, you'll reload it there, and you can run all the way back out of the final evil lair, which is a real place without random encounters, because your little boy does not find random encounters. It's only Mega Man in cyber dungeons.
He just throws a controller to
go all the way back out, find the internet. You can then push into the deepest parts of the internet, where there's 4 or 5 hidden secret bosses that you can fight, including the big bad secret ultimate boss of base.
Yeah. That's also the real internet.
Yes.
I was going to say the secret 4chan.
Yeah.
The dark web.
Mm-hmm.
If you dive too far into the internet, you will encounter base.
Dive man.
Although in order to fight base, you have to have collected at least one copy of every chip in the game except his. Because only he can drop his. You can't fight him unless you have all the chips.
He drop his, and then it's the best chip in the game, and there's nothing else to do.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep, it's that.
This is what we did in the...
It's Dragon Quest V again.
The 2000s. But yeah, this is apparently what we did back in the day.
Yeah. Mega Man has 3 different things that you can find upgrades for. You can purchase armor for him with AI merchants in the dungeons. You can find wood armor. That sounds like a great thing to put on my virtual avatar.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You can also
already wearing metallic armor or titanium armor.
Yeah.
So, okay.
You
sure.
can find and purchase health upgrades that increase his health, and then you can find upgrades for his Mega Buster, and those you can decide between the power of the Buster, the rapid fire, or the charging abilities, so that you can keep those upgraded at all times. Every health or power upgrade that you apply increases his level on his stat screen, which is a stat that basically doesn't matter in the game.
No.
There's 1 or 2 places, I think, when you're going into the deep internet, that'll be you're too weak to go here. or possibly an optional friend who won't battle with you if your level's too low, but it's almost nothing cares about your level. It is just make number bigger.
And I like make number bigger.
Sure.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like to make number bigger? It's a great Skinner box.
I like make number bigger too, because if you don't get a good variety of chips, and I guess this is my one complaint about the battle system, is like if you don't get just a good random selection of chips, you are just kind of raw dogging that battle with a Mega Buster. So the stronger it is and the faster you can get through that battle when you're not like doing fun strategic things, the better. Yeah.
And I talked about there are gimmicks in the dungeon. There's things like there's a dungeon where lots of floors are covered in ice, and you have to open up various water valves to like melt the ice in places and then find your way to skate around. There's a dungeon that's red light, green light, where you touch an item and it changes. Okay, now you can only walk on the red floors. Okay, now you can only walk on the blue floors. Okay, now you can only... So you got to map your way through that dungeon. There's a dungeon where all of the doors are number locked, and you have to... First, it's puzzles like, oh, the secret to unlocking this door is how many chairs there are in that classroom. Quick, Lan, go count the number of chairs and come back. But then it becomes a number guessing game eventually, where you have a certain number of guesses to guess a number to unlock the door, or it resets.
Yeah.
Yeah, each dungeon has something interesting. The stove dungeon we talked about, you find ice blocks, but you get like 7 of them. You can put out 7 fires. Careful, find your way through.
You can get like bonus items, and like some paths lead to like treasure chests.
Oh yeah, there's
if you can maximize your ice blocks.
Exactly.
So.
The game really wants you to get into like finding chips and trading chips with other NPCs, and ooh, if you've got 10 of these, I'll give you one of these. I mostly skipped the chip collecting.
Yes, it reminds me of Xenoblade Chronicles, where you can like trade with every NPC with a name in the game, and I never did it once.
But if you're the kind of person who really wants to get into collecting pretend Pokemon cards instead of real Pokemon cards, have I got a game for you. There's a lot of little areas in the game that you can plug Mega Man into and explore. Vending machines, TVs, and often all that's in there is, maybe some money or maybe an item, and little navies you can talk to that have humorous and amusing dialogue.
Adorable.
It is super fun. Back to the main internet dungeon, it's by talking to your friends and finding their home computer, which is not always a computer. Sometimes it's a keyboard or their favorite stuffed animal. You can unlock addresses in the internet, which helps you unlock... First of all, you can find personal addresses or paths. Personal addresses let you unlock their computer, which lets you basically quick travel through the internet dungeon. Paths unlock the ability to move deeper into the internet dungeon. It is needlessly complex, and if I remember correctly, the internet dungeon doesn't exist after this game.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I think the sprawling internet thing is gone after this one.
Well, that'd be nice.
Yeah. The game is a lot of fun.
It is.
But that main internet thing is a drag.
Yeah. Like the actual internet.
Like the actual... Don't do the internet, kids. Not even once.
No. Only TikTok, which is not the internet.
Which is the main way Russ and I communicate with each other.
It really is. I mainly communicate just through like memes. So...
Are there any other interesting standout parts of the game?
Now you covered that pretty thoroughly.
I thought so.
You really did.
It's nice to have my notes back.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I missed them. The game's real fun.
They missed you. Yeah, the game is really fun, and just a delightful atmosphere.
It's very charming.
I would live in that town of 5 houses.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I will say probably the most obnoxious part of the game is finding the kid locked in the trunk.
Oh.
All you're told is that a kid has been kidnapped, a kid is missing, and you have to find him to progress the game. And you're like, well, where do I look? He's missing. Find him. And
which should be the responsibility of another kid.
Yes.
To find the missing kid.
Your only real hint at all is that there is a truck parked in your little town that was never there before. That's it. So unless you've memorized the location of every car in this little town, he's just sitting in the trunk of the car. You just open it up and you free the kid, and then you can finish the dungeon. No, there is no indication that he is in a truck. There is no hints to help you. My second time through the game, I had to Google, where is this kid? But you know what? Chris is sitting over there, and I feel like he's feeling a little lonely, and I feel like he wants to talk about the music.
I hear there is music in this game.
There is music in this game. So yeah, this is actually going to be pretty short because Mega Man Battle Network, the composer rather, for this one is actually Akari Kaida, and you may remember her from Breath of Fire 3 review, where we talked about her doing that.
She's really nice.
Yes, with Yoshino Aoki, sorry. But yeah, she's, so I've mentioned a little bit about her background in the Breath of Fire 3 review, but yeah, she's basically, was a jazz pianist who had worked on a few different, like, kind of Capcom games in the 90s when they had, like, you know, whole teams that would handle the soundtracks, right? You know, they hardly ever had composers, just one composer take over for a whole soundtrack. But this is one of those cases. And yeah, so she actually did this whole soundtrack, and it's very Breath of Fire 3-esque, I would say. Lots of jazzy elements, a couple of funk elements. The school theme is pretty funky, I like.
Maybe Super High Tops could cover it.
Maybe. I mean, maybe. But yeah, so, you know, it's got that. And then she also kind of, you know, she didn't really do any, like, I believe this is actually, I think she did a little bit of Mega Man and bass, along with, like, 4 other people. So, you know, again, not a whole ton of Mega Man leading up to this. She's not, like, one of the classic Mega Man composers. And indeed, decided to forego having any actual old Mega Man music in this game. It's all original to it. Even though we have, you know, Fireman, Iceman, Elecman, I think, makes an appearance. My memory's hazy on this. But, yeah, she didn't make any attempt to recreate their themes and instead gave them all new ones that were kind of appropriate for the level that they're in. I particularly like Elecman's theme, actually. But I really loved it in the original game, too. But, again, she's not Manami Matsumai, so, yeah, that's it's all different.
The Mega Man games always have really good music.
They are bopping.
My biggest disappointment with the music here is the fact that each boss didn't get a unique song.
Yes, true. There's a general boss theme. The level themes are different, and the battle theme's also pretty much the same. I think there's a final boss theme that's different. And apart from that, I don't know that any of the other battle themes are, like, actually very different. And indeed, like I said, this soundtrack in general is sparse. If you look at the track listing, it is a mere 22 tracks. And so that's...
Yeah, but the game's a mere 8 hours.
Exactly, yeah. So it's small, like the game is small. But like I said, the energy is there. It's not over-the-top, rocky type of stuff. But honestly, I feel like the jazzy or, like, kind of more melodic thing is better for this type of game because it was on the GBA sound font, you know. So it's a little grainier, a little, you know... and you didn't have, well, you had on the original GBA a headphone port, but on the SP, which is where I would have played this, you did not. So, you know, a lot of it just had to come out of that little speaker.
I only had an SP.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
I had 2.
It's real hard to, like, really, I mean, there's a few extreme standouts in the GBA library, but, you know, this one is not really one of them. But it's very solid, and like I said, it brings, like I said, a lighter kind of jazzier, funkier atmosphere to the to what would typically be a Mega Man soundtrack that, you know, full of you know, kind of anime style bangers sort of thing. So
I feel like light and whimsical is the whole mood of this game.
yeah.
Even though you're saving the world from destruction.
But you're 11, so, I mean, how dangerous
And
is it
on
gonna
roller
be?
skates.
Yeah.
And
in a mountain fortress.
Yeah. And I was going to say also, like I mentioned that it's more melodic. I really love the title theme. and it gets revisited in the ending credits theme too. But like the title theme was like a real strong melody, even though, like I said, the rest of the instrumentation is not really over the top. It's really, really good. It's solid.
I think that's a good way to sum up the whole game. In fact, why don't we sum up the whole game with our final thoughts? You see how I did that transition? I am a professional podcaster, mother.
He's a numbers man.
Not.
Well, actually, since we don't make money at this, I don't know if we're professional.
Oh, nuts.
But we could compete in like the podcast Olympics.
We do we've made multiple top 10 gaming podcast lists, which I'm very proud of us for.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you to people who acknowledge us.
Exactly. Yes. Thank you to people who listen to what I say. Why are you doing that?
I don't even listen to what you say.
Go eat some crackers and take a nap.
So I think this is a really fun game that does a lot of new things, and most of them land very well.
Yeah.
The labyrinthian mazes do get pretty old, and I'm nowhere near as interested in chip gathering as the game would like me to be, but the fact that you don't have to be as into the chip like, it's basically a whole other game that you can engage with exactly as much as you want. It's not required for to enjoy the experience at all. I'm giving it an A-, which is that's on par with Final Fantasy VII, which we reviewed today. Do I think this game is equally as...
The first thing I compare this game to is Final Fantasy VII.
Clearly they are in different conversations, but
That's why I give every game its own rating system, because everyone is unique.
Yeah.
Which is what I learned watching PBS as a child, which has been defunded.
But it does what it does very well. It is a cute, fun, short game.
Yeah, it really is.
So, Russ, how many chocobos does it get?
It actually gets 4 out of 5 good selections of chips. Yeah.
I'm going to give it 4 Gutsmans out of 5.
Yeah. They really do like him. That kid really likes him.
That kid loves Gutsman.
That kid is me. But yes, so I really like it. And I just had the revelation as we were recording this. Maybe it's because I saw so much like Baten Kaitos.
I haven't played Baten Kaitos.
It's
on our list.
It's
We haven't reviewed Baten Kaitos?
No.
See, again, I don't know what we do here.
I've never played it.
No recollection.
But I'm looking forward to it because I like this battle system. So
Yeah.
I streamed through both of the games, and now I actually bought them on GameCube. Well, I bought the second one on GameCube afterwards, and yeah, they're very, very good.
So, Russ, if they want to play Mega Man Battle Network...
Fortunately, it's very convenient now. It's a pair of collections that you can get on any modern console, PS5, Xbox. I guess Xbox, I forget that exists sometimes. But Switch, PS5, there's a Mega Man Battle Network collection, Volume 1 and 2, which is the first 3 games and the second 3 games.
And if you really just want to blast through this game, the Battle Network collection comes with an extra feature you can turn on to where your Mega Buster does 100 points of damage per shot. And if you level it up, every level up, it adds another 100 damage. So I think you can get it up to like 500 damage per shot. So you could blow through this game in probably like 3 or 4 hours.
I wouldn't recommend doing that because my favorite part of this game was the battles.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't want to like not go through the process.
No,
of
I
trying
played
to get
around
good
with it
chips.
a little bit, and what I found was interesting is like some combats you can't S rank, period. Because I had this ability on, and it would just be like, pow, the battle lasted 5 seconds. You got an 8.
Okay.
What? I can't do better than that.
Is it not like Valkyrie Chronicles where like your actual strategy doesn't matter? You just have to finish the battle as fast as you can.
So I only know what I know from experimentation, trial and error. How quickly you defeat the battle influences the score. How much damage you take influences the score.
Okay.
I don't know what other factors there are, but clearly there has to be something if you can't S rank like the early battles.
Maybe like moving a limited number of times.
Yeah.
It's whether Gutsman is in the battle.
Yeah, there you go.
Did you
the way to
summon
push it over
Gutsman or
that is.
not?
It would be very funny if that enhancement, the QOL of making your shots all do like 100 damage, like you turned it on, but like the flip side of it is that Gutsman gets 200 more damage.
So let's go around and just do some media that we're interacting with, something we're consuming right now, something we're watching or playing or reading.
Drugs.
Other than drugs.
Okay.
Russ, kids, don't do drugs.
Damn. Kids, do as many drugs as you want.
Don't do drugs.
Now's
Don't
the
do
time.
illegal drugs.
What's legal? I mean, existing is illegal now.
It is.
I mentioned it, I think, in the last
pro
game.
kids doing drugs. Okay, you.
I'm watching a kids cartoon from Cartoon Network called Craig of the Creek, which is kind of like this game, honestly. It's just cute, charming, and fun. It's lighthearted, it's whimsical, it's the power of imagination and friendship. Each episode is like 11 minutes long, and it's a fun time. It also has some fun moments of self-awareness where the character will reference like the opening credits theme song as it's a good time if you like cartoons, or if you want your kids to, if you have kids and you want to show them something. Craig of the Creek is great because it's not overly preachy, but it does do some lessons learned, and it's also very diverse in terms of like the ethnicities of the characters. It's a good time.
I remember, because I watched a few episodes with you, the one where the lesbian lost her trumpet.
Yes.
And like that's how the kids know that it's time to go home for dinner.
Yeah, the tuba.
And they had to, and they had to find, that was a good one.
And one of the main characters' older sister is a lesbian who works at the hospital. And like he is a little special needs because he's like 3 years
I
older
was
than
gonna
the
say,
other
isn't he
kids.
the one that's older than everybody, yeah.
And everybody just accepts, he's a little special.
And it has like the boxer's ear, even though he's
Yes.
still only like 13 or whatever.
It's a good time. I recommend Craig of the Creek. Check it out.
That's good. That's good too.
What are you doing, Russ?
I'm going to promote what I was going to promote back when we had our celebrity guest, and then I wasn't allowed.
and
But
then I
wasn't
slapped you around. I'm
But
sorry.
I couldn't talk about anything except Loading Ready Run, which I was going to talk about, but you interrupted me.
I'm sorry. You can talk about anything you want now.
So, I'm going to say
You can't talk about Expedition 33, but you can talk about anything else you want.
Okay. Drugs. So
I'd rather you talk about Expedition 33.
no, I have been playing Expedition 33. It's taken the world by storm. A lot of people see. Okay, this is literally the reason that I was going to mention it in my Final Fantasy VII episode, in our Final Fantasy VII episode, for two reasons. One, this is a lot of people's first RPG. A lot of people are experiencing a turn-based RPG for the first time playing this game, so that's fun to watch on TikTok. And then number two, it gets real Kingdom Heartsy at the end, in the way that the Final Fantasy VII remake gets Kingdom Heartsy, where it's not bad. Like, it doesn't make me not like the game, but it's odd. But it's very fun. The combat is very fun. There's a dodge system, parry system that is extremely fun. You can...
that parry window is real small.
It's real small. It is fun to master, and it is fun fighting the big optional bosses that will just attack you like 23 times in a row. But if you can dodge all of those attacks, then you're fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I've played a little bit of it.
And it's quite good. It has equal opportunity sexual objectification.
Always good.
The male characters bounce as much as the women do.
That's funny.
Their packages also bounce. So, and they have some really good swimsuits to put on both genders of characters that are represented in the game. Even though most of them are women, there are men that are wearing provocative outfits, and one of them is voiced by Charlie Cox, and the other one is voiced by Ben Starr. So I've been having a lot of emotions while I play this very, very fun game series. And the battle system is also super fun because every character controls differently. They all have their own mechanic. So not only is every battle like strategic in what you're doing, but it's like strategic in what you're doing with every individual character. Highly recommend it, even if you've never played an RPG before or a turn-based RPG. This is a good place to see if it's your thing.
There you go.
Yeah.
How about
and
you?
Bouncing packages.
There you go. How about you, Chris? What's something you're enjoying?
Well, I've been playing Bouncing Packages, the game. No, I'm just kidding.
The one based on the hit movie?
Yeah. No, so let's see. I guess recently, outside of the stream, I've been kind of zapping through Paladin's Quest again, which is really, really fun. I just 100%ed Cube of War Survival of the Fittest on the GameCube.
I remember that game.
It's so good. It's too expensive now for people who want to get into it. Sorry. Hopefully it'll come to the Switch 2 GameCube thing, because it would be a great fit nowadays.
Yeah, they can dig all of those out of the trash.
And they're bringing Chibi Robo out, so I mean, they could do that. Let's see.
I was never so disappointed with that Chibi Robo sequel. It was just a platformer, and it wasn't even bad, but it's like it was just a platformer.
Are you talking about Park Patrol or the Ziplash?
The Ziplash.
Okay, yeah. Park Patrol is the Walmart exclusive.
Yeah.
That I actually thought was pretty fun.
Yeah.
But, what was I saying?
I'm sorry, I ruined it with Chibi Robo.
It's okay, yeah. I would prefer that. We're on hour 230 to 40 of the Dragon Quest 9 post-game, so having a lot of fun with that. Actually trying to stay away from it this week because I was like, I need a break. I'd been like playing it like every time I had a spare moment, just unlocking grottos and jumping in and stuff. So yeah, Dragon Quest 9 is ruling my life. And I just yesterday bought the first 2 Trails of Cold Steel games, so I'm looking forward to getting into that series.
Oh yes. Yeah. Oh yes.
Like I said, I played the 4th one, which I reviewed for another podcast, and then I bought the 3rd one, and that was all that they had on the Switch at the time. So I was like, oh, well, I gotta wait, I guess. And then I didn't wait for Switch. I just downloaded them on PS5.
There you go. All right. Well, next time we are playing a great game. We'll see you there. No, we're playing Persona 3. We return to play the 4th Persona game, Persona 3.
Yeah. It is the 4th. It's the 4th. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. It is the 4th.
1, 2, 2, and now 3.
Yes,
it's the 4th of all time.
In my head. Mm-hmm.
So
Hitler's not in it, so it's not relevant to modern times.
3 is almost a reboot of the Persona. It completely redefines what a Persona game is.
You've literally switched timelines.
So, yeah, but they also completely changed the whole mechanic. Yes. It's a whole... Anyway, we'll talk about it next time.
Let's just do it now.
We have other things to discuss, and eventually Chris would like to go home.
Okay.
Which is what you guys can do now, unless you're already there. I'm not your dad. Do what you want. But you're done listening to this episode.
If you're like me, you're in the car.
But I am going to tell you you're not going to listen to this episode anymore, because it's over now.
Bye
forever.
Thank you for listening. Bye.
Home on the RNG is a presentation of Mad Centaur Productions. You can find Jeff on YouTube at youtube.com/Centaur Productions or on Twitter at Jeff Centaur. You can find Russ on Twitter at RussMac25. You can find Chris on Twitch at twitch.tv/LiarExaggerate or on Twitter at EnrichFlavor. Thank you for listening, and remember to save your game before powering off this podcast.
When I was a kid, I wanted to see anything with him in
I
it.
had a thing for Michael J. Fox, I think, too, when I saw Back to the Future.
He's a very charming and handsome man.
Yeah. And then to have, like, someone in my life that reminded me of it, I was just like, okay, something's happening. I'm like, hey, kid, you're going to go through a lot. And it's starting right now with Coach Hampton and Michael J. Fox.
Yeah, I don't know, who was I in love with? I want to... Probably... The youngest I can think of, which would be pre-puberty, would be Christina Ricci. Because we're around the same age, and so I kind of grew up with her. Well, she's 2 years older than me, so I always grew up with what she had just filmed. So therefore, her on-screen age was the same as mine for my whole life.
It's true.
And yeah, I followed her through, Addams Family, through, Casper, and Then and Now, and
Usually
and
the opposite of Sex. I loved
I
that.
didn't actually see that one yet, but also Pecker, which is the first John Waters film I ever saw.
Oh, okay.
And I loved it. I thought it was so funny. Like, everybody is like, "Oh, John Waters is so shocking," but then you develop a taste for him. I'm like, no, this is great. I love this immediately and forever.
Yeah. Pecker's good.
Yeah, Pecker is a good one. But I haven't seen like the John Waters classics, like, Pink Flamingos and stuff. So I need to still see that. But I'd seen the original Hairspray, but that's very general audiences.
Oh yes.
Very, very. Except for the racism and stuff, but still.
But I mean, that was just what we did.
But it was handled responsibly and not like, it's not like one of the other things. But anyway.
I'm glad that now that, I don't know if you've watched Yellow Jackets with Christina Ricci.
I haven't, but I want to.
And I'm not going to spoil anything, but let's just say I'm glad she's turning out to be the hero.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome back. I've been recording for a couple minutes.
I don't care.
Good. I mean, I didn't say anything about Helen Keller.
Again.
I'm a Helen Keller truther, okay?
Anything that I say is the truth, so I don't care if it's on air or off the air.
Okay, you're president, see? What are you supposed to call the president besides the
That's, I think, what George Washington kind of established, is that he was like, please, Mr.
Mr. Okay.
My father was a
Yeah, my father was Mr. I'm just a
Hey, everybody.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to Home on the RNG as Russ adjusts his microphone to get ready for a rousing conversation.
Sit back in the chair.
This is why we have separate microphones. So
I have no butt, so you do not understand what the bones in my pelvis go through.
I
have
have
to sit
all
in a
the
chair
butt. These are very
for
comfortable
hours.
chairs.
They're comfortable. These are no. I will give you that. And like the back of them is very
I
comfortable.
specifically selected these chairs for comfort over a long period of time.
It's not the chair's fault. I mean, I have a fluffy chair plus a special cushion that I sit on at work because there's just nothing there. I have the butt of Hank Hill. And there's nothing padded to support the bone.
Hey,
Which is
everybody.
also unfortunate for a gay man because,
no.
I mean, a lot of men are into butts, but it's just not there. And I'm not going to be like a Kim Kardashian and get implants.